Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Simon here with another episode of Naruto. This is episode number 13, unlucky 13 for some, and moving on from the previous episode, which had a really interesting few interactions, most notably sort of Naruto running into Haku, who is the traveling companion of Zabuza, and the person who's trying to bring him back to full strength. It also ended on a really tense moment with Naruto being left behind to recover from, his strenuous training regime. Sasuke and Sakura being given the official task of going to protect the bridge builder as they're near completion. Zabuza showed back up with Haku on the bridge, having knocked out all of the workers. Ready for another showdown with Kakashi, Sasuke, and Sakura. Naruto, never being one to follow the rules, desperately left the house to try to get to the bridge, encountered some kind of an injured animal in the middle of the forest. It looked like a mole. I'm not 100% certain. But whilst he left, unfortunately, the bridge builder's home was left undefended, and we saw that Gato's two henchmen showed up at the very end there. Now, my belief is that Naruto, because he does have that kind nature at heart, is going to want to help the animal, but he's not going to be able to do that at the bridge. He's going to take it back to the home in the hopes that, someone there can help. And he may run into the two henchmen before they get the chance to do anything too horrific. The battle on the bridge is going to be the interesting one as well, because, I've got no idea. I've got this strange kind of sympathy for, definitely Haku, but also kind of Zabuza. There's more to him than we've been told so far. He's definitely got a kindness to him that's has not been portrayed in anything other than showing him in the last episode helping Haku off of, the streets, lifting Haku out of poverty, and, they've obviously formed a very close bond at that point. And again, whether there's any more feelings in that on Haku's part, I'm not sure. And so, we already know that they're on the run from, these ninjas from the village in the mist, because presumably they've done something to offend the village, and now they're trying to protect themselves. And presumably Gato might be blackmailing them. The way that he has said, I will blow your cover, it's almost as if he discovered them and has now blackmailed them in order for them to, to get his way, basically, to stop the bridge being built. So I think that could possibly be what's happened here. Rather than them taking the job, I think they possibly could be getting blackmailed. And that's why they're reluctantly, going after the bridge builder. I'm not saying that Zabuza is a good person. I'm not saying that he's done good things in his life. But I'm saying there is a side to him that seems to have some kind of empathy, some kind of kindness that, if lent on enough, potentially could see him become a good person and, possibly even, turn against Gato and maybe they could all fight together, and that would be awesome. I would love that. If we got Kakashi, Zabuza, Haku, Sasuke, Sakura, Naruto all fighting together against Gato, that'd be like a great way to turn this story from something that's like really uncomfortable with the way that, Gato is sort of being portrayed, because I really hate him. And the confusion kind of stemming around, well, is Zabuza a bad guy? What's going on? He's got sides to him that I actually can sympathize with, and that would turn it all around and make a really good end to this story arc. But we'll have to wait and see. Now, before we jump into this episode, I do want to say a big thank you to my Patreon super supporters: Frank Tremel, Karen Abel, Ace, Nick Walters, The Seven Deadly Sins, Damon Smallwood, Michael Y, IrishCal, and Richafa. So, without further ado, let's jump into episode number 13 of Naruto.
I really hope I'm not too late.
Did he just ignore the injured animal, or is that before he encountered it?
They look pretty chummy to me. I'd say they've been pulling scams like that for a long time.
Yes.
Some nerve facing us again after pulling that trick.
And hiding behind a mask. Who does he think he's fooling?
Speak for yourself, Sensei.
That's it. I'm taking
It's funny how, with the mask on, they immediately know his gender,
hiding behind that mask like
but once you remove it,
Sasuke, you're so cool.
it's harder to assume.
Didn't I?
now use it. Right.
Oh.
What's this?
Tornado! Oh no! Uh-oh.
You're Tazuna's daughter, huh? Too bad. You'll have to come with us now.
Oh, maybe they don't know that... Oh, is he gonna do something, or... Uh-oh. Well- Oh, no!
Let's waste them.
So these are just very brash and confident kid killers.
I'm begging you, he's just a boy.
Oh, no.
I'll do anything.
Oh, no.
Just please don't hurt him.
I don't like that smile.
Already drew blood today. Let's get her out of here.
Where did he draw blood? Was it the animal? Are they the ones who had the animal in the forest?
I'm sorry, Mom.
Oh no. Now he's going to feel guilty for not being strong enough to stop them.
You can whimper all day for all I care. You're just a coward.
Naruto's words of wisdom.
He just got tired of crying.
Protect it, even if you have to put your life on the line. Protect it with both arms.
Oh no, these are the wrong times to take those lessons to heart.
Inari.
Like, there's moments to take that advice on board. And there's moments like this where you, even with the best intentions...
Can I be that strong too?
Oh no.
Father, better get away from my mom. Inari.
Oh no.
This kid's a little short on brains, don't you think?
Oh no, 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 no. Come on, Naruto.
Hurt him, I swear.
Cover Tazuna and stay close to me. Let Sasuke handle this.
Interesting. Ooh. Spinny.
We want the bridge builder, not you. Secret Jutsu. 1,000 needles of death.
That's not good. Why can't it be 1,000 needles of joy?
Does he mean that?
A lock. Oh! Oh! Oh shit! It was Naruto!
Sorry I'm a little late.
Yes! Oh! I knew you'd show up.
Heroes usually show up at the last minute. I did.
I want him. He's mine.
Oh, the replacement. Yes. Shadow clone Jutsu. You left him hanging there, Inari. Also, your mum's still knocked out on the floor there. You might want to help her.
Summon my chakra at once.
That was close. Oh, nice kick. Is that Haku out of the game?
No one's faster than Haku.
Our number one hyperactive knucklehead ninja,
Hyperactive knucklehead.
Uzumaki.
I like it.
When you're happy, it's okay to cry. Really it is.
I mean, it's okay to cry at any point. As long as it doesn't stand in the way of you taking the action that you want to take.
It's tough. Believe it. Believe it.
Oh no. Oh no, the catchphrase is spreading. Oh no, what's this gonna do? Come on, Sasuke. Have you got a secret jutsu of your own you can use? Oh. He's moving into the mirrors. Oh, I wonder if he can move around the mirrors and attack from any one of them.
Mirrors.
Or from all of them. Oh no, oh yep. He can attack from any of the mirrors. Oh god, I thought that was him getting hit constantly.
Try to help him, and I'll kill the other two in a heartbeat.
Oh man, how is he not dead yet?
Go now.
I wonder if Naruto's going to end up showing up and saving the day. Is that Zabuza that caught it? No! How did Haku catch it? Okay. Yeah, he can step out the mirror.
What a fool. Such a show-off.
It's Naruto.
Number 1, hyperactive knucklehead ninja.
Yeah. Oh, he split the mask. There's a lot of steam coming off of there. But it is Naruto. I knew he'd show up and save the day. So, Naruto loves to make a dramatic entrance, and he loves to show up at the last possible moment. But I'm not going to lie, I'm very glad that he did, because this episode, yeah, it was all about him saving the day, you know? And I've got to say, big props to Inari for actually, I suppose, overcoming his fear. Though there are times when you should take that advice on board, and then there are times when you should realize that it's... I mean, don't get me wrong, it worked out to his advantage, and without him doing that, Naruto couldn't have been, you know, couldn't have replaced his mother, because they wouldn't have been distracted. So it worked, but sometimes you just gotta be a little bit realistic and say, right, I'm like a 6-year-old kid. These two guys have big swords and they're probably going to kill me. But it all worked out. So, you know, I'm not going to be harsh. But yeah, I mean, the one thing that really strikes me is just how far Sasuke and Naruto have come on their journey. I mean, they've been out of the village for what, 8 or 9 episodes now? Maybe a little bit less. You know, and I don't know how much time that's translated to in terms of days, weeks, months on the road. I'd probably be willing to guess maybe a couple of weeks, a month, something like that. And they have come so far. Like, Naruto defeated those 2 samurai guys, no problem. And I don't think they were ninja, so I don't think they were, like, top-level guys. You know, but they could handle themselves. And, you know, he just, no problem at all, knocked him out with his, you know, clone jutsu. And, you know, then he shows up, saves... Sasuke, even though he'd never seen the mirror jutsu before, he just on instinct just knew when to strike. And I'm glad that Sakura actually got involved, because at the point she was watching Sasuke get, you know, beat up with the needles, I was sat there thinking, girl, you got to do something. You know, these two have been so far ahead of you in terms of trying to get involved with fights. You know, all you've been able to do is climb a tree and, you know, fawn over Sasuke, you know. And so I was glad that she did try and get involved, because it actually shows that she will be willing to do something when the time calls for it. But now I'm just hoping the distraction and her leaving the bridge builder isn't going to prove to be a fatal mistake. you know. But the fight with Haku and Sasuke was really good, you know, two young, obviously powerful ninja who have got similar kind of styles, you know, in terms of like high speed, you know, just Haku for some reason, it just, you know, I always pictured that mirror thing as like death by 1,000 cuts. I mean, I'm surprised Sasuke didn't, you know, die quicker, because you'd think all of those needles being fired out and a lot of them were missing. You know, you would have thought it would have just been a case of 2 seconds, bam, 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 he's dead. They're not going to do that in a kid's show, obviously, but, you know, it was still, it's an impressive jutsu. And, you know, again, without Naruto showing up, that would have been it. That would have been game over. But again, the battle on the bridge is heating up. We haven't even seen Kakashi and Zabuza fight again yet. It's been focusing on the students, which is nice because it gives them a little bit of showtime, you know. And again, I'm just very impressed of how far they've actually come in terms of their ability. You know, you wouldn't even, for the most part, be able to tell that they are fresh out of the academy. You know, they've got some really competent moves, and they're very confident. You know, Sasuke, very confident in himself, and with good reason. But yeah, for some reason the fight still feels wrong, because, you know, I've got this sympathy for Haku and a little bit for Zabuza, and I don't want any of them to fight. I don't want any of them to die. You know, the real villain here is Gato. He needs to die. His henchmen need to die, because they would have killed Inari. You know, they killed an innocent boar, you know, just for practice. They're not good people. They need to die. So, but anyway, that was a really fun episode. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll be back with episode 14 very, very soon.